All right, that was quite an enjoyable movie. So I am now going to do the drop straight out of the movie theaters here at the Regal Theater. I'm gonna sit down here for a sec. Nice, relaxing. Give it the hallway back to me. But what can I say about this film? First off, the director of the drop was Christopher Landon, who has directed those Happy Death Days movies. And this is part of the reason why it kind of encouraged me to go see this movie, because he has a different formula of his movies, kind of like the Scream movies and everything. He would have been the director of Scream, but that's a different story. I want to focus on this movie, Drop. My reaction on this. Right away, I'm going to say yes. It's a nice, joyful thriller ride. And Blumhouse is actually a part of this as well, too, along with Universal, this as well. It's a great time with Universal and Blumhouse and Christopher Landon. I think when I think about it, was Blumhouse tied in with Happy Death Days? I don't think it was, but Christopher Landon and Universal were tied in for that movie. The story of this is quite appealing this as well too. Everything that you see from the trailer, I think they showed a little too much with the trailer. You pretty much get the whole movie. In other words, they show you everything that you want to know. And of course, with this movie, this like Happy Death Day and other Scream movies, it works like that. You always have to wait until the very end to find out who the killer is behind it, or if there's a second one or what. But this one makes you think, because since the movie's called Drop, you guys are familiar with the cell phones when you get those drop calls, and you have to be within a certain radius that actually pick up who's that person actually is. So that's what this movie pretty much focuses on the restaurant. The setting's the restaurant, where it's most of the movie. So prepare to be in one setting, which I don't mind that. I think it's a really cool formula. And the way they actually did this towards the end, that's the thing about the trailer we do not see, is the fact it's the ending of the movie. It was slightly clever, but I thought it could have a better ending. But overall, I actually thought the movie was actually a really decent movie. Christopher Landon, director behind this movie, did a wonderful job. The actors in this did wonderful this as well too. And the acting was good, I gotta say. But I really have to say the thriller in this, it's not a horror, believe it or not. That's why I'm kind of surprised Blumhouse was a part of this, because usually they do horror movies. And this is more of a thriller. It really does put you on the edge of the seat the whole entire way, making you think what's going to happen next. But you can actually, it's really predictable. And I saw a lot of things actually coming. So be prepared. If you want this one to sit down and enjoy a movie for once, this is the movie for you. It'll make you think a little bit, but it's quite obvious what's going to be coming next in this as well too. But the movie Drop, I do strongly recommend go seeing it, check it in for yourself. If you have not seen it yet, check it out. If you have, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys got to say about the movie Drop. Okay, so here from the Regal Theaters, let's see this on the RPX tonight. Picture was good, sound was excellent. Usually when I go to see the RPX movies, though, I usually like seeing action movies, because then you can get the full effect, of course. Yeah, there's a little bit action scenes in this movie, which I really liked about Drop. But most of the movie is mostly quiet. And with these, there's certain elements of the movie that actually sound really good. But it's one of the stories that you have to follow with dialogue and everything, which I thought was, I like this one because it really makes you think on the part of what's going to happen next, sort of deal. So once again, I'm saying here from the Regal Theater, my name's Ryan. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and then who knows what movie we actually be seeing next for straight out the movie theater reaction. Thank you for watching.